What's up everyone, it's the boy His Tech here, back again with another video, and today we're going to get to do the battle that I have been waiting for to do since like December. The Air Max Pros versus the Sony XM4s, and now this is going to be a crazy battle. We're going to go through 7 different categories and we're going to go through which one is better than each. As you know, if you've been watching this channel, I am a huge fan of both of these devices, and it's going to be really interesting to see which one I believe is on top. So play that intro and let's get to it. Alright, so jumping right into this video, we're going to talk about the design of both of these headphones, and they both couldn't have been any more different. The designs are both pretty good in their own way, but also very, very different in those exact own ways. So with the Apple Airpods Max, they go for a more of a stainless steel premium design look. So as you can see right here, they have a more premium look to it. The air cups are made of this really special graded aluminum that Apple uses for most of their aluminum devices. It has a stainless steel frame, so the part that holds the air cups. It has a breathable knit mesh on the headband part, which allows for breathability, it allows for comfort, and it has this what they call a, I'm not even sure what this part is, but it's like a padding, like a rubber padding on that covers over the steel frame, and it also has memory foam air cups, which we'll get a little bit more into in the comfort part. When it comes to the Sony XM4s, these are a plastic build all around, but just because it's plastic doesn't mean it's any more worse than any more worse than the Apple ones, because honestly, for a plastic design, it's really good. I can show you right here, like as a plastic design, these are extremely well made. Like it can expand without snapping. It twists, it turns. It's a very flexible plastic, if you want to put it that way, or a flexible build quality. And design of it, these actually turn in like this way, but they also fold. So when you put them inside the case, they fold away really perfectly nice. And that's something that the Apples just does not do with the design. As you can see, I'm gonna take the case off. With the Apples, they only turn in this way. With the Apple ones, you can see they only fold in this way, but same thing as Sony, but they do not fold in any other way, because the way the case is they go straight in like that, so it takes away from that. But as you see, the build quality has a heft to it. It's definitely heavier than the Sony's. These are like really like those around. These have like definitely more of a heft, and you could feel, when I get to comfort, you could feel it on your head, but it also just gives it that premium feel to it that you just don't get with the Sonys. Overall, both have very premium design, but they go for premium in different ways. Sony goes for a premium in the plastic form, but it still looks really amazing on your head. And so Apple goes for more of a premium look in terms of the quality that they use, the different type of materials that they use. Both have very extremely premium looks, but for this round, I had to get to Apple because Apple just went above and beyond. Yes, the price is above and beyond, but when it comes to design, you get what your money, you basically get what you pay for, and what you're paying for is a premium looking pair of headphones, and the space gray, it looks amazing. So definitely Apple takes this round. Now, so jumping straight from design to comfort. When it comes to comfort, I would say they're both pretty comfortable in their own right. Honestly, like with Apple's, the headband that they use is extremely comfortable on your head. It's ridiculous how comfortable it is. It's like it relieves all the pressure that usually goes on top of your head for headphones to the ear cups. But that's a con too, because the ear cups, you get this heavy sensation of like a clamping effect on your ears, and I think a lot of that is to create a good seal for active noise cancellation. But you do feel that heaviness on your ears, and sometimes it can get really, really like annoying and draining to just have something so heavy on, like clap onto your head. Like you don't really want that when you're going to be listening to the headphones for hours on end. That's just not comfortable. So on the other hand, while you do feel a little bit pressure occasionally on your top of your head or around your ears, you normally when you wear headphones for a long time, they still feel really, really good on your head no matter what. Like the padding for the Sonys is just really comfortable. The memory foam here is just like beyond comfortable, and the ear cups not as comfortable as the AirPods Max, and they are kind of like this soft leathery. They still feel really good, and like that doesn't really change anything. But when it comes to the memory foam of these that are detachable, which I forgot to mention in design, another point for Apple there is that these memory foam is just way more comfortable on the ear. It's just honestly, it's ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous. But the con for the Apples is that they're just so heavy, and the clamping effect around your ears could get really annoying, especially someone who's not used to active noise cancellation headphones. That really could kind of like take away your usability of the headphones. So that's why for design, for comfort, I'm gonna get a Sony, because that weight difference, you do feel it on your head, and you don't always want something heavy on your head. So Sony gonna take comfort, mainly because they are lighter, and it just has an overall a better feeling and comfort. Next is the hardware case design. We already know. I'm not even gonna spend too much time on this because we already know Sony won. Sony has a bad case. End of story. Next. I'm sorry, but no, like for Apple case, it's just Apple case is just no protection to it. The only good thing about it is that it turns your headphones to low power mode. But I also find as a design flaw, you can't even turn off the headphones to save power. Like, yes, to save power mode saves power, but these will drain no matter what, and that is pretty annoying because when you charge it, the oil is gonna be constantly draining. When the Sonys, you turn it off, and that's it. Like, there's no issue there no more, and you save battery life. But in the case that they come with, you can hold cables, you have your headphones, and it protects your headphones because it's a hard case, and it comes with it for free at a cheaper price. Sony automatically wins case. There's no doubt about it. Move on to the next one, to features, because I kind of just talked a little bit about some of the features within the headphones, because these do not turn off, and since they don't turn off, even the low power mode, the battery's gonna die. I just checked it just now before this review, and it's at 1%, and I charged it maybe like a few days ago, and I have used it since. It drained by itself because of that low power mode, and it's not really saving me battery. It's killing the device, and I see that is to me that's a flaw, that you can't turn them off. But with the Sonys, you can turn them off, save battery, it won't drain. You can turn back on, it'll be a high level, medium, and honestly, the battery life on the Sonys lasts way longer than the Apple, and that is a plus for Apple there, for Sony. Sorry, when it comes to battery life. But beyond battery life, when it comes to different features, you cannot beat what Apple does with their headphones, because that H1 chip, it connects to all devices automatically. When I flipped open the case, take it out, it connects to my iPad, connects to my phone, which stopped my phone from recording. It connects to my MacBook, it connects to the Mac Mini, it connects to everything at once, and you just pick whichever device you want to use it on. Switching between devices is seamless. You click on it and you the Bluetooth, and it switches automatically. It just helps. It's just one of those features that is just a quality of life feature. With the Sony ones, you don't get that effect. You could connect up to 2 devices simultaneously within the Sony headphones app, but beyond that, it's just not as intuitive as it can be because of Apple's integration. One of the features of the Sony ones is that when you have them on, you can turn it on transparency mode. What they call it? Ambient mode here, with just putting your hand over. I believe it is this left cup. I believe so. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't used these in quite some time, but you put your hand over it, it activates ambient mode. It's pretty cool to activate ambient mode that way. But with Apple's, it's just the click of this button right here. The click of this button turns on either noise cancellation or transparency mode. Then you have the dial here they use to turn volume up, down, stop, play music, yada yada. Sony does have a bit more buttons here. You have power, a customizable button they can use to customize it, and that is it. Honestly, I thought those were a volume rocker here. I guess not. Is surprising. I really thought those were a volume rocker, but it isn't. Maybe you swipe. I'm not. I be honest with you, I'm not even sure. I'm gonna have to look into that. But these do have the 3.5mm headphone jack. So Apple decided to not include that. Within these for whatever reason. All it has is a lightning port. Like, you could buy a $35 cable that connects it from lightning to the 3.5mm jack, but that's an extra price first of all. And it's just like, listen, if I have cables lying around, maybe I just want to plug it in real quick. And the thing about using the Lightning 3.5, if your headphones are dead, it won't work still, which is really a flaw in my opinion. Because with the Sonys, you can plug in the 3.5mm jack and the headphones will still work. Come on, know what I'm saying? They both have some sort of 3D sound and spatial audio. Apple has the spatial audio. Sony does have 3D sound audio, but in certain apps that's compatible which I believe with these you get it all around for the most part. I hear it everywhere. So I definitely get Apple the point over that. But both spatial audio and 3D audio sound great in my opinion. Alright, so overall between these two, it is a close battle between features, but I'm going to get to Apple for the main factor that integration with Apple products. If you use Apple products, this is a no-brainer. The integration with it is just marvelous. So Apple does get the points here, and that brings us to, I believe, a battle that is currently tied 2-2. Ooh, it's getting spicy now. Alright, so moving into the parts that matter the most. Sound quality, noise cancellation, and ambient mode. Those are the next 3 categories that start off with the most important to me, sound quality. Both of these sound marvelous. Like, quite honestly, they both sound marvelous. Like, I'm a big headphones guy. I had tons of headphones for years now, and I haven't heard any headphones that sound quite as good as these two. And that's just my personal opinion. That's what my ears like. I still had the Nerf phones somewhere around. They'll sound good too, but it doesn't play the music they want as it should be. These play the music as it should be, and one does it better than one. Let's get into which one does that. With the Apple Airpods Max, the sound is extremely crisp. Like, it's so clear. The sound is so clear. It's crisp sound. It's spatial. You hear each individual instrument going. You hear drums. You hear guitars. You hear piano. You hear it all in these headphones. It's just a nice, clear, balanced sound that's not bass heavy. These are not bass heavy headphones. The bass does not pump. It doesn't fall off your ear. Nothing crazy like that. That could be a downside when it's to like bass heavy music like EDM or hip hop, but for my use, I do listen to hip hop a lot, but I do listen to a lot of different stuff too, along with hip hop. So when it comes to bass, I'm not looking for something that's overly bass just for one genre of music. So I need something that's a little bit more balanced, and it does sound good, but it's just not as powerful as you would want it to be. With the Sonys, the sound isn't as clear. It could be a tiny bit muddy in certain areas. You don't hear all the instruments like you could in the Apple. The vocals are pretty decent, but these are definitely more bass heavy headphones. These are extra bass heavy headphones. When it comes to listening to hip hop, it's gonna sound amazing on them. One thing though, it does have and it also has a punchy sound. But one thing that, for me personally, that I'm looking at when it comes to these headphones is vocals, and Apple AirPods Max brings vocals into another level that I have never heard before. I'm hearing parts of songs that I never heard before, like vocals that's in the background that I just never even knew what was there with these headphones, especially if you're using something like Tidal that has the master quality. Is just amazing. With the Sonys, the vocals are still good, but just not as clear. It doesn't come through as well as the Sony ones. And even with Sony, as Apple, even with Sony's LDAC codec, I will still take these over the LDAC codec, because these just have a mechanical sound within them that just brings out that I can't even describe it. You have to listen to it yourself, because it's amazing. Like, I'm over here drooling talking about these headphones because they sound that good. I'm not Apple fanboy. I just love the vocals on these headphones so much, and I'm getting overly excited right now. I need to calm down. I need to calm down. But these, man, sound great. The vocals really sound. It sounds beautiful. I think you know where I'm going with this one. Apple. Apple definitely wins sound quality. All right, so 2 more. Noise cancellation. This is where I'm gonna be honest with you up front right now. It's a tie. I'm just saying right now, it's a tie between both of them. They both do noise canceling really good. One does it better than the other in certain areas. Somehow Apple figured out a way to block out vocals, block out voices with the noise with their noise cancellation, and it blocks out nearby voices really well. I can't hear people call me from the other room. I can't hear my TV. I can't hear like those more type of sounds, like those I don't know what you call those type of frequencies, but it really blocks out vocals really well. Sony does not block out vocals that great. Like, say I'm on a train, when I used to be in a train, I could still hear people next to me talking. It's obnoxious. I haven't get to try it out with these yet because I'm not going to take a train right now. But yeah, it's just that's like one thing that Apple does better. But Sony does better with those frequencies, those constant frequencies, like an engine running, construction working outside, like those humming noises that you get from like a fan or something like that. That's where Sony's really thrive, and I feel like it's just like pick your poison. Which one you rather prefer to do better at? Do you rather to prefer doing better at blocking out vocals? Do you prefer knocking out those constant sounds? For me personally, it's a tie. Like same situations. If my house is loud, I'm gonna go with the Apples. If there's like some annoying noise outside that's just constant, I'm gonna go with the Sonys because it just does a bad job in that case. But both sound really good. I'm really proud of Apple to bring such good quality noise cancellation to the headphones on the second try, because they're pretty decent with the AirPods Pro, but the ceiling could mess up really quickly. With these are better than AirPods Pro by far, but which is right here. But definitely is a tie between the two because they both do good things in certain areas, so I can't not award one over the other. And lastly, we're going to get down to ambient mode. They're both pretty good. I personally prefer Apple's because Apple's ambient mode, this or transparency mode, whichever you want to call it, has this thing where it doesn't feel like you're screaming. With Sony's, I feel like I'm still have to scream when I'm talking because it's like I can hear myself, but I can't hear myself like that great. With Apple's, it's just like the sense of like clarity that like everything around me is kind of like enhanced too. Like I could tap and I hear a little bit more. My TV's coming in clear. I feel like I'm talking normal. I don't think I have to scream or anything like that. With the Sony's, it do sound good, but I get that sense of like having to scream a little bit, even though it has the transparency mode on. But for some reason, it just doesn't. I don't know. For me personally, it doesn't work the way I want it to. With the Apple one, it's just really clear. Everything around you is clear, enhanced, like it's playing it back for you or whatever it does, and it sounds great. So I'm going to go with the Apples for that. And that brings us to the end of this comparison video between the AirPods Max and the Sony XM4s. And we do a quick total. Drum roll, please. Apple has won this battle, and I believe it's, let me just check real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Apple won 4 categories, Sony won 2, and there's 1 category that was a tie, and that was noise cancellation. So let's run through this again real quick. I gave design to Apple for the premium quality. I gave comfort to Sony because of the heaviness of the AirPods Max doesn't make it uncomfortable. I gave the case to Sony. We don't have to talk about that no more. I gave the features to Apple. The integration with the H1 chip is just way better. I give sound quality to Apple too because I love vocals and the vocals are just more powerful on the AirPods Max. Noise cancellation is a tie because they both do good things in certain areas, so I don't want to give one over the other because of that. And for ambient mode / transparency mode, I give to Apple because their ambient mode is just amazing. Thanks for watching. That was a cool video. I wanted to do this battle for so long now. They're both great headphones. One thing though I forgot to mention is price. When it comes up to price, obviously Sony is going to win by far. But for the bang for your buck, if you're going to invest in something that you're going to use for a long time, I honestly, and you use Apple products, I will go with the AirPods Max Pro because if you're in the integration, you want to spend the money for something that you're gonna keep for a long time. The build quality on these, I just don't see how it could like honestly break. I'm being completely honest with you. I don't see how it could break. It could scratch up, but I don't see how it will actually break. You can change it if the air cups wore out. Like I said, the detachable, it comes out. You can buy new ones. You can buy different colors. Apple will have that in stock at some point. So that's the upside too. And honestly, like, it's just a better investment if you're gonna ask me. But they're both great headphones, good. If you're on a budget, go for the Sony's. No doubt you will not be disappointed in any way, any shape or form. You will not be disappointed. I also believe that these two aren't even the same category. Honestly, I believe Apple's targeting more of high. I hope I'm not pronouncing it wrong, but like hi-fi sound. Like wireless hi-fi sound. So that's what Apple's targeting. Apple's targeting like those type of headphones. They're not really targeting Sony. It just happens that they kind of target in some kind of way because of the noise cancellation and being a wireless. But Apple is going for a whole new category that Sony is just not in. I do expect Apple to make like a sports edition at some point that will directly compete with Sony's and be more affordable but the same sound quality. I think that'll probably come out within the next year or so. We'll see about that. But thanks for watching. This was a cool video. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. That's the most important part. Share the video on your socials, YouTube. Send your family the link. Whatever you gotta do, share it up. Thanks for watching. It's been a pleasure, and peace out. It's your boy His Tech.